And you can't grow in a city that's broke. That's a broke. You can't grow in a city that's broke. You'll never be able to because you're surrounded by everything that broke. It's gonna make
Yeah.
you stronger, but it's not gonna let you grow. A lot of people be addicted to people trauma, not the person. Like we be addicted to people trauma, whether it's family, relationships. It don't matter what it is. We not addicted to the person. We addicted to the trauma. And I also never got rid of the fact that I caused so much pain on other people too. And I just pray to God every day that He forgive me for it. My fate is already written out. I didn't wake up one day and just be born and say, I wanted to be this. God already put this in my life.
Everybody got that kingdom inside of them, man.
Because God knows my purpose. And the number one thing about being a motivational speaker, a music artist, and just making comic books is about staying consistent.
Yeah.
Like consistency gets you through the door, man. Even when you tired and you burnt out, it gets you through the door.
You know, with the growth comes gradual change, man. You know, it's not gonna happen overnight. I had an OG once tell me, man, you could either have patience or become a patient. A lot you had to unlearn.
Blood is thicker than water.
So what's something society teaches men that you completely reject, man?
Not to cry.
I'm Mr. Made Different, and this is the Words of Encouragement podcast, where we talk faith, purpose, and becoming everything God designed you to be. Let's get into it.
All right, y'all. Welcome to another episode of the Words of Encouragement podcast. I'm your host, Mr. Made Different. I got a special guest today, man, my brother. But before I introduce my brother, man, let me just go ahead and tell y'all to like the video, comment on the video, share the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell, man. We dropping videos every Wednesday and every Tuesday. So yeah, let's get it, man. I got my brother in this, he ain't my real brother. You know what I'm saying? We've been locked in for a cool minute. He a jack of all trades, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Artist, rapper, you know what I mean? Author, you got a comic book, you know what I'm saying? We're going to talk about that a little bit. Social media influencer, motivational speaker, you know what I mean? Just like myself, man, we doing it all, brother. You know what I'm saying? We trying to get all the checks.
All the checks that's possible.
Y'all help me welcome my brother,
man.
Actual Truth, to the podcast, man. What's up, brother?
What's going on, man? Hey, man, salutes to my brother, Mr. Made Different. I'm proud of him, man. He been doing his thing. He been staying focused, man. He been consistent like I've been telling him to. And look at him now, man. 19 keys interview and the things that he got going on, man. God opening up doors. The same thing, man, every day, just going crazy. So today, man, really what I am thankful about in this life that I'm living now, man, is that I'm really happy that I'm able to grow every single day. And the number one thing about being a motivational speaker, a music artist, and just making comic books is about staying consistent. Like consistency gets you through the door, man. Even when you tired and you burnt out, it gets you through the door. That's the number one thing. Like right now, my biggest thing right now, I'm working on my first comic book. I'm trying to get a manufacturer and get that together and start really I'm going door to door with it. I'm about to go out of town and start giving books to people. That's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
That's what I've been working towards, and I'm making it happen. Plus, I got my other books that's coming out, which is the IEP books. Like I was in special ed as a kid, and a lot of people don't know that. I was in special ed. I had an IEP, but for kids like that, they used to try to play us like we were like slow and dumb as kids and stuff like that. But they never really knew, bro, that kids like that are really gifted. Really got so many things going on in their life. Like them are God's chosen children. And a lot of people like me as a kid was left out. I made a video talking about special ed and having an IEP, and it went viral. And a lot of people were scared to talk about that growing up. I'm the person that made it cool. That's what I love doing. I set training. I love doing it, especially it's something positive. I love setting stands. Like a lot of you would never hear nobody talking about having. You would never hear nobody talking about being down, being mistreated, acting like you're done. I was treated like that as a kid. A lot of people can teach you, like, man, you know what? I'm gonna talk about shit that everybody else ain't never talk. And that's what make you special. I make a video and people resonate and blow up just like that. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I love the most about it is that I'm actually a piece. I'm my own identity. I made my own name. I value my own self, and I love that. I love helping people, no matter what it is. Like trying to get them out the street, trying to enter them into different situations. Man, listen, we all have a God-given talent and a God-given skill and a gift here. We just got to keep deep for where to go find it.
Yeah, that's big, bro. That's big. That's real too. That's real, man. everybody got that kingdom inside of them, man.
Man,
Everybody
literally,
do.
man.
You know what I'm saying? So I want to start at the beginning. For those that don't know, man, my brother from Cleveland. So tell us a little bit about your upbringing, bro. You know, where you from, the things you dealt with. You know, you just mentioned being in IFP. So talk about it a little bit, man.
So where I'm from Cleveland, Ohio, man, Donaway Project to be exact. I'm from one of the most worst hoods in the country, literally. So um right now Cleveland is like, bad right now. Murder rate like you like number 7, number 4, something like that.
Yeah,
It's crazy. So coming from Cleveland, Ohio, man, I grew up in a 2-parent household. My dad, he was in the streets. My mom was a mom, she a street lady herself, but she wasn't in the streets that deep, but she come from it. You get what I'm
yeah,
saying? So I come from a lifeline of street people. Like my granddad, he was in the army. My mom and I was close to my mom's side and my dad's side. You get what I'm saying? I really got away from the projects being on my mama's side. I was close with my granddad and them. If it wasn't
yeah,
for them, I don't know where I'd be half of the time. So I was in the streets. I got addicted to certain things, started being around certain people, and it wasn't because of like it was my upbringing. Like I was just in certain situations, I just got sucked into it, and I wasn't trying to be. But
yeah,
in school, I didn't learn correctly in school. I just always knew something was like off of me when it came to school. I was so scared of getting bad grades. I knew I'd get in trouble when I was a kid. You get what I'm saying? So my upbringing, like going from first grade on up, I was actually held back in kindergarten because I didn't pass. So I ended up being held back. I was supposed to graduate with all the other kids that was going further than me. When they was upper grade, I was supposed to be in that grade with them. But it did nothing but made me stronger. Felt like I was singled out. But it's like eventually life started going on and I started getting better. I was raised around violence, guns, murder. You get what I'm saying? My uncle was murdered in 2015. My cousin was murdered in 2021. And my homies and shit died at a young age. I lost another homie recently in 2023. My brother Velion, rest in peace him. Um, he had a baby. She got a son that's just my age. Son is like my son's age, literally, man. So it's 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 a lot of things that's like I come from so much trauma and so much pain and so much blood being shed.
yeah,
Don't get me wrong, I was a part of a lot of it. You get what I'm saying? But as I got older, I started to realize, bro, a lot of shit ain't worth it. You get what I'm saying? It's not worth it no more. I seen 19 Keys say something. I remember he said something where he struggled with. I forgot. Like, go back to that interview and tell me like what was it's something he said he struggled with, so I could pick from it because it was something that resonated with me when he said he struggled with something.
with grief.
That that one
Yeah,
that it was
when
with grief.
I asked him, what he's still healing from. He said a lot of grief in his life. He didn't get to grieve a lot of people that's been gone. So
And that's one thing I'm still healing from, bro. A lot of people ask me, what am I still healing from? Grief. I never really got to the fact of my uncle being gone. I never got to the fact of my other uncle dying in his sleep. I never really got to the fact that my cousins and most of my homies was killed. And I also never got got rid of the fact that I caused so much pain on other people too. You get what I'm saying? So I'm still dealing with that of a whole. And I just pray to God every day that he forgive me for it. and and I know all this stuff comes with growth, and I also understand that praying to him and understanding that you moving in the right path and you doing something is the best feeling ever. Understanding that Christ is involved in your life, man. That's why I tell everybody get right with him, because if you
yeah,
don't get right with him, your life gonna be in bits and pieces. You're gonna try to find it and search in an empty bag that's broken.
and that's real. That's real. I say the same thing to a lot of people, man. You know, I was out there looking for all kind of stuff to fill that void until I came to gave my life to Jesus, man. You know, it never felt surreal where I'm like, this is it. This is the path I gotta be on. Like nothing else felt that way. Nothing else, you know what I'm saying? It may have fed the flesh a little bit, but it never really fed the spirit, man. And till I gave my life to Jesus, bro, everything changed, bro. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you know. So like what was that turning point? Like you mentioned, you know, you had some click in your mind. What was that turning point? Is something that you did, something that happened to you, like, or just a gradual moment? You just kind of be like, this ain't really it. Like, what was that turning point for you?
Man, watching people die, doing shit, and family drama, bro. Like trauma. Like, a lot of it was a quote I put up. I said, a lot of people be addicted to the quote I sent you earlier. The quote I said something about a lot of people be addicted to people trauma, not the person. Like we be addicted to people trauma, whether it's family, relationships, it don't matter what it is. We not addicted to the person, we addicted to the trauma. So it doesn't allow us to leave because we so trapped in that trauma, we forget that we need to separate away from it. And that was my thing where it was like, bro, I got to a point in my life, I left Cleveland in 2021 and came to Houston. And I was in and out. I was in and out, going through all the moments in and out. And I finally decided to stay 2024. And I went through some then in 2024 and I ended up getting out of that. You get what I'm saying? And I'm back just doing my thing, just healthy as ever. You get what I'm saying? And thankful. I removed a lot of things out of my life that wasn't for me. If it's not of God, I don't need it.
That's what's up, man. What gave you that courage to leave Cleveland? A lot of people don't want to leave where they from.
Man, bro, tell me about it. I'm the first person in my family to ever move. Me and my uncle Yop is the first two people in our family to ever leave Cleveland. My uncle Yop left because of a job, but in reality, I left because I wanted more and chose to do more for myself. And you get what I'm saying? You never know how your life turns out. Like my city, a crab in a bucket, bro. Don't nobody want to leave there. Everybody going to different cities, making money and coming back just to be in the violence, just to be miserable. I learned in my life, like, why would I want to be somewhere that everybody else is at? I want to change my life. And you can't grow in a city that's broke. That's a bro. You can't grow in a city that broke you. You'll never be able to because you're surrounded by everything that broke you. It's gonna make you stronger, but it's not gonna let you grow.
Yeah, a lot of people tend to feel like, I ain't leaving my city. I ain't nobody gonna run me out my city. You're looking at it from the perspective of, if I leave, I'm running. And it's like, nah, if you leave, you're gonna be growing. I mean, like you're gonna give yourself an opportunity to grow out of what you're doing. I'm from the island, so me leaving, I always had big dreams. So me leaving wasn't even a choice. It was just like, yeah, this is what I'm doing. Like my father wanted me to come up here, so that was gonna happen anyway. But yeah, a lot of people don't want to leave because they feel like this is my foundation. And what's something I guess they labeled you growing up that you probably reject now?
People laughed at me, bro. Like they laughed at me. You feel me? Like a lot of people laughed at me in my life. Like lot of people thought I was just this. I was weird. And the funny part about it, I never knew why. I was just always me. And you get what I'm saying? I just never was the person who would do what everybody else do. If I chose to jump in the streets, it was on my dime. I didn't even then when I was in it, everything I did, nigga, I did it for a reason. I didn't do it because somebody wanted me to do it. Because I always had my own head, and I think that's what made me survive more. Is always having my own head. That's like one thing I love about myself. If you want to say one thing I love about myself is that I know how to think. I'm a strategic thinker. I know how to think beyond the surface of what I'm looking at. So I think that's the number one thing that kept me alive. I know how to make it. Sometimes, bro, you gotta make a decision right then and there. Ain't no waiting for the decision. It's either take that decision or leave it where it's at, bro. And that's the type of person I am. I can make a decision right then and there.
Yeah. That's good. That's good. So you spoke about God. Where does that foundation of God come from? Did you grow up in the church? Did you grow up hearing about God? Like, where does that foundation come
My
from?
whole family is really God fearing people. My mama's side, my dad's side, but my mama's side is my dad is though. Don't get me wrong, my dad is God fearing man, but my mama's side is really like that's really where I gained. My grandma Kimberly, like that's my lady to this day. Like that's my lady, that's my grandmother. You guys, I
So
love
that
her
grandma.
heart. Yeah, like she is a Christian woman, and you want an honest Christian woman. You ever seen the Christian woman that don't cuss, that don't do nothing? Man, she is the definition of a Christian lady and never cuss, treat herself with respect. She is one of those that you know the Bible when you talk about a Christian woman is bro, she is that to the T, bro. So that is like that's one lady y'all always looked at. She told me the other day, baby, find you a woman with integrity because you have don't find you a woman. These women out here nowadays, I don't know where the time went and what's going on, but she said, the number one thing I want you to do is focus on your purpose and what God wants you to do. Not focusing on all this other stuff outside this world. You didn't beat the streets, you didn't beat a lot of things. You try to stay focused on your goals and go for what you know. And I tell God to forgive me for my sins every day and forgive me for my tongue at times what I might say, but I don't mean on the piece the way I know how.
Yeah, I think, with the growth comes gradual change, man. It's not gonna happen overnight. I think people want that. They want that instant gratification to happen right now. Like if I want to change, it has to happen right now. And it's like that ain't just gradual. You're gonna slip up, you're gonna fall back into old habits, you're gonna fall back into your old ways. Once you're looking towards that goal, nah, this is where I gotta keep going. It's a gradual thing, bro. You gotta learn. You're trying to be somebody you ain't never been before. You gotta learn that person you're trying to be, and you gotta work towards that. It's almost like reverse engineering. People say you gotta look at who that person is you're trying to be, and then reverse engineer how that person got there. So, and work towards that. So, keep going, man. Keep going.
Yeah, that was like, they say to get something you ain't never had before, you got to do something that ain't never been done before, and that's really a quote.
Exactly.
That's a real life
Exactly.
thing. So people don't really understand that you got to do shit that ain't never been done before, bro. You got to be willing to say, "Let me get up and really do this." Like I
Yeah.
have to want to. I get up every day with this thing on my list, and I gotta be financial freedom. I gotta get my sons in this position. I gotta listen to what God want me to do. This is why I'm going through all this at work and why I'm going through all this because God know my purpose. My fate is already written out. I didn't wake up one day and just be born and say, I wanted to be this. God already put this in my life. My fate was already written. So I'm going to follow this purpose and continue doing it.
Yeah, that's good that you answer that call, man. Some of us don't answer that call, you know what I mean? Some of us be like, hey, man, I'm being inspiring nobody else or motivating nobody else. So that's big that you chose to do that, bro. Because, that one thing, guy, he put it on your heart already, but I think we got to choose that. You got to
Yeah,
choose
for
him, you know what
sure.
I'm saying? And a lot of people, that's where they get caught up at it. Like, I don't really want to do that. I don't really want to choose God. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he gave us a choice to choose him or to choose the worldly things. And that's big that you're doing that, bro. I admire that in you. You know what I'm saying? What makes you want to motivate people, man? Like, besides, God putting it on your heart, like, what's the driving force
Damn, that's
behind
a
that?
good question,
You
bro.
waking up every day making videos trying to motivate the world.
That's a good question, man. I knew you was gonna ask me that question. That's a good question. Nah, and to this question, I'm gonna answer this question as the best ability. But I think that the reason why I love doing it is because it make me feel good. And I know that this is what I love doing because it helps me smile. I love seeing other people happy and other people heart change to different ways. You know what I'm saying? And it becomes greater in the end. I love seeing people heart change. I love seeing them smile. I love having conversations with people and all that. I change them just by a conversation. You get what I'm saying? And just running to them and giving them my wisdom and my discernment to have a conversation with them. You get what I'm saying? Like one of my little brothers was just suffering from depression. I sent him one of my comic books for depression, and I sent him two like quotes, and he just got happy. You get what I'm saying? So I think me really being a motivational speaker and doing what I do is what it is, just like music. Me talking about my story. It could be street shit, it could be regular love things, it could be whatever. I'm just a versatile person. And that's what made me great when you were just a multi-talented person. That's how you know you chosen, when you just multi-talented can do everything. You get what I'm saying? And that's really where my life at. Like I grew up when my dad was making music when he was on the block. I grew up with my other uncles and them making music. I come from a lifelong line of people who have talents. They just never went after it. I chose to be that one and say, I'm gonna be the one that's gonna make millions of dollars and have my family with their businesses because I know that I'm already living in it now. My life is already heading in that direction. I see it, I visualize it. I know that I'm the one that's doing this. Ain't nobody else taking that risk. I am. I chose to get away from the streets, and to do that, you have to focus on the narrow path of what God wants you to do.
That's big, bro. You talk about the narrow path. That path is definitely narrow. It's
Yeah, it's
definitely
narrow. It's
narrow,
it's
man.
narrow. It's
Ain't
narrow.
too many people on that path, boy. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody give up when something ain't going their way, bro. But what they fail
Yeah.
to realize, the days you show up is when it's not going your way. When it's not going your way, bro, you gotta realize that the days you show when it's not going your way. I truly believe having a genuine heart is the best way to live. Even when somebody do you wrong, you could be willing to crash with them, whatever. But what you gotta that when you chosen and you guys chosen God, If you keep his hands over you, he's gonna always protect you, even when somebody did you wrong. You know how many people did wrong, bro? They wrong like that, and I found out later. You see what I'm saying? Because I don't do nothing to nobody. I generally have a good heart as a genuine man. When I love you to death. When I want to help you, I'm going to help you. I don't con people out of money. I don't lie. I don't lie to people. If anything, I try to help build your life before I take it.
Yeah, I feel that, bro. That's it pays to be genuine, man. Sometimes you don't see the payment right there and there. Just to be totally transparent, I'm going through a tough time right now, but I'm still showing up. Still gotta show up.
Yeah.
That's what I'm here for. I gotta show up to do these things that sometimes I'll be like, man, I don't even feel like doing it.
Hell
I'd
yeah.
rather, you know what I'm saying, figure out other ways or other means to get what I need, understand what God put on my heart. So I gotta see it through, man, because I know he ain't never told me it's gonna be easy. He told me it's gonna be worth it. So, and it might not be worth it in this life, but I know it's gonna be worth it in the end. You feel me? I know when Jesus come back, you know what I mean? I know that I did what he asked me to, man. You know, and that's the plant the seeds around the world, you know, speak his word, let people know who he is, and keep pushing that agenda, man. You know what I mean? So salute to you, brother, for keep doing that, man. Keep doing it.
Man, it's too many tough people in his life. Somebody gotta have a heart.
Yeah, man. Yeah. There's this quote or this story about this what they call them, people that make the swords and all that back in the day, and this dude was making swords and he was teaching his protege how to make a sword, and she kept making the sword really hard on both edges, and he's like, you gotta make the sword with soft spots in it. It just can't be all hard all over all over, otherwise it's gonna break. And you see a lot of people breaking right now, man, because they ain't got no soft spots, bro. So yeah, you gotta have a heart in this world, man. You can't just be all tough, all gangster 24/7. You can't be gangster with your kids, man. Like, come on, man. You know what I mean? You gotta.
Yeah, there's the world that we living in now. People just so much trauma bottled up and so many problems going on with themselves. They fail to realize that we living in a world where you need to have a quick understanding with you and God at the same time. And once you get that understanding, the things can change for you.
What's something society teaches man that you completely reject, man?
Not to cry.
More specifically, black men.
Not to cry.
Not to cry.
I believe, we always were told, shut up, don't cry, you stop being a punk. Even when my son's like, I'm running that now, like, bro, and I told him that at one point in time, but I learned, like, not crying over little dumb stuff, no, stop that. But when it comes to, like, really, if you really need to cry, you going through something, man, yeah, cry it out. You go what I'm saying? Because we cope with one thing about men, bro, especially black men. A lot of us start coping with cocaine and you go what I'm saying, regular beer, weed, dope, whatever you want to call it. When we can't speak to nobody, we get to doing shit we ain't never done before, bruh. And I think if you're not strong-minded enough, you will let yourself crash out behind it. So you'll catch yourself trying to get a quick fix every 10 minutes about weed, drugs, whatever you doing in your life, drinking, trying to party, get a quick fix. Even sex is a quick fix. You feel me? Like, people fail to realize, bro, it's to a point where, man, is you willing to sell? That's why I say never sell your soul. Is you willing to sell your soul for this, or you trying to get that soul back and really stay focused on what God wants you to do? That's the number one thing I say. You need to cry, man. A lot of us do. We done lost a lot of people. We done went through a lot of ups and downs. We felt like people wasn't there. We done made it past trials and tribulations. We thought we wouldn't make it out of it. So get yourself a pat on the back, man, and cry.
Big, bro. That's big. Yeah, I went through that period where, my heart was definitely hardened by this world, doing all kind of drugs and all that, you know what I mean? Jesus brought me out of a lot. I would just put it like that. I was out here wilding. You
Now
know
you
what I'm
got a
saying?
wife, 2 beautiful kids, bro. You're doing your thing. It's just something to be thankful for. Because my brother Quan, he just got married. Him and his girl, and I've been knowing him and his girl for years, bro. You're gonna say I used to work with them both, and before they was married, like they was just the best of friends, bro. I just told him the other day, like, man, Bro, I'm happy for you, bro. Like he said he lost a job, got another job and stuff like that, and he doing his thing. And I said, bro, that's how I be when you remove all the snakes and the fakes away from you, and God, you walking in God will, he gonna open up doors. He's not gonna bless you with the success until you get those people who are not of the essence of God away from you. You have to get them away from you. You have no choice. He's going to stop everything because people will pray on your downfall, even the ones that is closest to you. I don't care if they're family. If they don't want to see you do well, they won't see you do well.
Yeah. It becomes lonely once you start to change, man. It become a lonely
Man,
path, bro. Again, that narrow path, that
that
junk get
narrow
lonely.
path, bro. That narrow, and that's a
You know what I'm
video too. I'm gonna
saying?
talk about that. That's a narrow path. A narrow path. Like people fella, that narrow path becomes so lonely because you doing shit that ain't never been done before, bro. So people, you being like me on social media, being viral every day. You think people ain't watching me? Oh, this dude got over 100,000s and millions of views. He doing this, blah. He going crazy. He's yada yada yada. Yeah, I'm going crazy every day. And I'm going to continuously go crazy in your
Yeah.
face.
Yeah, speak to that a little bit. How do you stay consistent? I see you post about 4 times a day, man.
Man, bruh.
Sometimes you post a video back to back. I'm like, bro, that boy, he gone. Like,
Man, bruh.
how do you
This,
stay so consistent? Because I think that's the hardest thing in it. You know, when I first started, everybody was like, man, I love your podcast. I love your podcast. I wasn't even calling it a podcast. I was coming on there talking, and people was like, oh, what kind of mic did you get? And, you know, people wanted to do it too. And I'm like, it don't matter what equipment you got. The hardest thing is to be consistent, bro. Because there are going to be days you just don't want to get on there because you going to be looking at you and be like, man, I only get 10 views on this video. I only get 100 views on this video. Why my video ain't going up? I really thought this one was about to go up and it's not going up. But the hardest thing is just to don't even look at the numbers and just to keep going. Speak to that consistency on your end, bro.
I'm going to tell you this. Let me tell you about consistency with me. I just love it, man. I love it, bro. Being able to make something creative and then just be able to put it out. I do it because I know people need to hear this message and somebody is going through it. Every message I put out, people need to hear it because they're going through it at this moment. That's what keep me consistent. Because at first, bro, I had a rough year. What was this? 2023, 2020, 2022, at the end of 2023, bro. I like the beginning of 2023 going on in and going up or whatever. I had a that was my rough patch. That was like I wasn't dropping videos so much. I ended up stopped doing it. Uh, I was going through a lot. I was broke. I was down. That would listen, 2023 and 2023, bro. And 2018 was like my brokest of brokest years, bro. You get what I'm saying? That was the year I lost my uncle. And 2015 was when I lost my other uncle. So, you know, I was really broke down bad. Like, bro, it was my C-Day at that time, June 26th. Around the summertime, bro, I ain't had no money in my pocket, bro. I was down, bro. Like superly down. And I felt so down. I couldn't even make videos and do what I wanted to do, but I wasn't doing it. I could. I just couldn't pay for the storage on my phone. So I was messed up. I just was going back and using old videos. And then when I finally got a job and got back up on my feet, I started to really like, man, I'm like, man, you know what, bro? The world, everybody know me. And you know, my brother J Rock, shout out to him. My brother J Rock really is the one who pushed me heavy, bro. Like J Rock was like, J Rock, man, J Rock up next. He got him like he got over 100,000 subscribers on YouTube, bro. Like he been doing this for a while. Bro seen a lot in me. And ever since then, I just been going up. And now he stopped being consistent with stuff, and he see me every day, and I'm making him back consistent. It's people who show me love, bro. That's big figures out here, bro. That really respect me and rock my brother. Like we locked in. He the most person I got so much respect for because out of everybody, he show loves. He the person. We from damn near the same area. He from Erie, Pennsylvania. I'm from Cleveland, Ohio, and that's only an hour away from each other. So he like showing watching him, and he from a small part. Like Erie is small, brother. Like it's small. It's so small, bro. Like he from an area where people don't really make it out of. So he the first to ever blow up just music. He multi-talented too. We do music together, everything. Like
Yeah.
it's crazy, bro, to see how life is going from then to now. I remember, bro, I had 100 subscribers. This was 2022, bro. I had 100 subscribers in 2022. I ended up getting 1,000 at the end of 2022. So I had 159 subscribers on YouTube. I ended up getting it was like 200-300 subscribers a day. So I ended up getting that 1,000-something subscribers at the end of 2022, bro. It was crazy. And I was getting kicked out of the house. I was dealing with a female, an older female. She was kicking me in and out the house. I was dropping videos, still going through things, bro. Videos are still going up. But I used that pain to motivate me, to keep me going. That's what I'm saying. Like, bro, when you going through so much, you tend to just either you gonna let it consume you or you gonna grow from it, man.
Yeah. Yeah. That's big, bro. That's big. I know when I started this year, I wasn't really posting on YouTube that much. I think I had like 30 subscribers. I remember I was trying to go live on YouTube. They were like, nah, you need 50 subscribers. I'm like, I don't even have 50 subscribers. So I just kept on posting. You know, I was like, because I was posting on there ever so often. And then I was like, you know what, I need to be consistent on YouTube. And I just started. Right now I'm at like 500, man. So I'm gonna keep going, bro. By the end of the year, I think I'm gonna hit 1,000. And it's just what, about 2 months left in the year. But I think I'm gonna hit 1,000 before the year ends. So anybody watching this, man, you just gotta be consistent, you know. And a lot of times the things I say in my videos, when I look back and watch it, I'm like, man, I needed to hear that. There'll be moments I'll be like, I needed to hear that for myself. You know what I mean? Like, that's real, bro. Because it's like you put it out there for the world, but a lot of times I'm speaking because I need to hear myself tell myself, keep going. You know what I'm saying?
Like, bro, bro, that's the best thing about having your own videos, bro. You can go back and when you scroll on social media and it just so happened that one viral video pop up and it's the video that you needed to hear, like, damn, let me shake back, bro. I need to shake back. Let me get back to what I need to do. And that one video just fueled your fire again. It's like a revolving mirror talking back to yourself. You walking in the bathroom, you talking to you again. You get what I'm saying? So that's how it feel. And I definitely get what you're saying.
It's helped me many a time. So I'm like, well, I can't believe I said that. What was I thinking when I said that? I go back, I'm like, damn, I must have been in a crazy place for me to say that. And I need this now. Right now I'm watching it. I need this. So yeah, man. We gonna jump into the lightning round. A book that changed your life.
Book that changed my life. The Bible. The Bible is one. The 50 Cent, the 50 Cent book. I'm pretty sure you know is what I'm talking about though. The one his popular one. I gotta find it. The one Hustle. I think Hustle. Let me see. Hold on. I think I got it right now. Let me look at it. This what?
Which one you talking about?
Yeah, Hustle Harder.
Hustle Harder. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Most people I interview always say the Bible, so I always gotta get another one, man.
Right there, personally, that book changed my life because the reason why it's really he is another really a person where he's the thing of man to be truly love to a lot of people. He believes that old school loyalty that about him the most. Not even just him being a man, it's the old school loyalty that he had. This book is the beauty of life. People don't even understand. Like it's about he stayed to keep that guy. He lost out on deals. He had me out of deals that he didn't take. He talked about the stuff with the power situation. Power started. He got old dude, the dude's ghost, and how he got old. He said a lot. Like he talks about a lot of this in his book, bro. Me reading that book, bro, just understanding how consistent, sustained blessing. I love that. Another book I read, man, Joseph Murphy. Miracles of Power, Miracles of Your Mom.
Okay, I'm gonna have to check that one out. Okay, what's a daily non-negotiable? Something you got to do every day.
Pray. I have to pray. I have to pray. I don't pray and I don't talk to God and really sit there over my throat.
Yeah, man, be ready to crash out on something. Hey, I gotta talk to God, boy. Before I leave the house, boy, I gotta get it in with God.
Okay, I'll be late for work if that's the case.
Yeah, man. Cause you might get on the road and something crazy just happen, man. You just like ready to crash out on somebody.
Somebody just playing with you for real.
Yeah. Be like, Holy Spirit, walk before me. You feel me?
Man, for real, man.
Hey, that's what's up, man. A lie you had to unlearn.
I just was talking about this. What lie did I say? Blood is thicker than water. That is the dumbest lie I was ever told in my life. That was something I had to unlearn, because you start to realize the people that you run into be way more family than the family that you have. The whole family, some people are really born into families with people that hate.
Yeah, you're right.
Don't
You're
have
right,
no
man.
reason to hate them. Just hate them because they have a light that they never had. That's why they hate them. So you got to realize, like, when I say blood ain't thicker than water, it's not. I didn't watch my uncles do fake stuff. I didn't watch my peoples just play with me, and they could have just been genuine the whole time. I didn't really watch these things. So I'm the person where, yeah, I love you, but I would never respect you. You lost that respect from me. Like, I forgive you, but I'm never going to respect you again. Once you cross a certain line with me, it's a no respect there no more. It's I love you, cool, but no respect. It's the thing where you have to realize, bro, family ain't even family no more. See, everybody sits and giggles when we're young and we cool and everybody can laugh and take pictures and think about it. Think about it. You ever been to prime example, a holiday? You and your family was just arguing with your mama a couple of days ago or something like that. The next thing you know, at the holiday, everybody forgot when they was just on the phone calling each other the B word and all this. And then everybody just forget about it. So it's like that automatically, before all the worst stuff started happening, that was already a sign to stay away from people then. Like that personally was. So that's what I'm saying. Blood ain't thicker than water. It's not. It's the deep blue sea is deep, bro. It's deep. It's very deep.
Yeah, man, that's real. That's real, bro. Most slept on principle for success.
Oh man. Oh brother. Oh brother. The man, morals and principles, bro, and honor. People really sell their soul for anything nowadays. Morals and principles and honor is something that people need to do, like really understand and having respect. But when people start to realize having honor, that falls under everything. When you got honor, you want to allow yourself to do certain things because your character matters to you. Honor is understanding that you still gonna be successful without selling your soul.
Yeah, that's a fact, man. I think a lot of people are missing that key piece. You know, they think, hey, if I can get it, they looking at the speed of getting it. You know, when you have morals and stuff, it take you a little longer to get where you're going. You're gonna get there, you know, most of the time unscathed by, you know, being a treacherous person and backstabbing type of person. You know what I mean? Because you backstabbing, somebody gonna try to come get you. You know, and it's just real. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's big, man. Something you're still healing from. I know we touched on that a little bit earlier with the grief, but you got something else you're still healing from? Or?
Honestly, man, something I'm still healing from, man, is allowing people to come in my life and do me certain types of ways that I knew I should have just cut it off right then and there. And that's one thing that I could say I ain't really too much healing from, but I'm on the verge of still trying to let go of it. You get what I'm saying? And I had to understand that it wasn't, it was personal. But I also had to understand that God know what people think at night. You don't. So when you go to sleep, he know what everybody's heart is like at night. You don't. So you could be sleeping next to the enemy and don't even know it. So you gotta be careful on that instance too. That's why I say a woman who is God fearing, that's what I want in my life, not a person who fake pretended. You get what I'm saying? So that's one thing I learned, man, is people who come in my life who do things to me that I never would have thought doing to them. I had to realize some people in this world is just effed up, bro.
Yeah.
It just effed up they is, and you gotta accept that. Like, you can't try to. God will be he give you a set of eyes. You gotta see beyond people. You gotta look at their spirit. Their spirit is what you gotta see. And when you see something the first time and you already notice something, get away from it. That's something I used to fail at, and I know better. I know better. I used to give people chances, even when God already showed me the first time who they was before they came in my house, before they did anything. I was already seeing it because I'm chosen and I know these things. But you know, with our heart, us being chosen, even with a good heart, we still have to monetize that and watch who we give that to. That was my hardest thing, bro. And that was something I needed to heal from. Stop giving my heart to everybody and stop letting people treat me like anything. And once I stopped that, I started to stop that, whether it was family or anybody, I really started growing. Enough is enough.
Yeah. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Last time you cried and why?
Cope with different girls, you cope with different things to try to get to hard to do that for everybody, but I have to understand, man, it's a mess before I get my business. I learned to really use that block for it as my best. I learned.
Yeah, got to. Got to keep them blocked, man.
I got family. I learned to just. I think that's the best friend for me. Like because once you treat learn to, like you have to show a person how to treat you, and if they don't respect you, you have to get them up out your life. And if they can't respect what you saying, you got to remove them. That's anybody, mama, daddy, cousin, brother, no, everybody. Because a person only would disrespect you if you allow them to.
Yeah, you gotta keep that block button handy, set your boundaries, man. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to. Got to,
Because
man.
people would call your phone to ask you for something, but then just disrespected you yesterday.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's how family think though. People really think like that when they feel like that, oh, we family, we gonna go through all this. No, we're not doing this all the time. No, if you gonna ask me for something, I need some self-respect.
Real talk, man. That's the end of the lightning round, man. This final question is not really a question, but it's more of a statement that I want you to leave for, the 18-year-old version of yourself, or just a younger brother that's dealing with, the streets, trying to get out, trying to figure out a way to get out. What advice would you give? What words of encouragement would you give them?
I remember you asking me this question before. Stay patient, bro. And don't go for what you think that's cool because it ain't cool. Don't be out here trying to risk your life for people who don't care about you. Because in the end, when it's all said and done, bro, you go into that castle like. So what I should tell you to do is focus on your livelihood. Go to school, man. And even if you don't want to go to school, find a trade and find something that you love and love to do and use that trade to invest into it. You get what I'm saying? And also, man, learn to love yourself. Wake up and love who you are as a man. Don't let nobody take nothing from you. Wake up and have a smile on your face. Don't let no woman put you down. Don't let family put you down, nothing. Because you are good in your own skin, literally. And another thing is just stay off the drugs, stay away from the drugs, stay away from anything that's a bad influence. If it's a bad influence, it's not a God, stay away from it. Continue to stay prayed up, continue to stay loving, man. Love people who love you and appreciate people who appreciate you.
Talk, man. That's powerful. I had an OG once tell me, man, you could either have patience or become a patient.
Yeah, that's real, bro.
Hey, when he told me, like, what?
And nobody, what do you mean by that? Oh,
yeah.
no.
Yeah, that's real. Cause you could either, you know what I'm saying? I've seen people in a rush, whether that's you just simple being in traffic, trying to rush through traffic or, or trying to get the bag real quick and, you know what I'm saying, doing something that gonna have you either laid up in the hospital, in jail, or dead somewhere. So, you know what I'm saying? Stay patient out there, fellas. Stay patient.
Stay patient, man.
My brother, tell him where to find you. Tell him what you got going on, what you got coming out, music, books. Tell him what you got going on.
What's going on, man? So y'all can find me at Actual Truth _ on Instagram and TG Truth on dot on Instagram. Y'all can also find me at Actual Truth 1 on TikTok, and Actual Truth Clips on TikTok too, and TG.Truth on TikTok also. And what I got coming out, my YouTube is Actual Truth also too. Same capital A, capital T. And what y'all can do, like what y'all want to know is this: I got a bunch of comic books coming out too. I also got my single Raise the Hell coming out soon. And my other comic book I was just talking to y'all about with the IEP, that's another one I know that's going to go very viral, especially for kids. I'm going to go to different schools and reading it to people who handicapped and things like that. So that's another one that I got coming out. Right now, I'm just staying consistent, dropping videos every day. That's the number one thing. Feel I'm getting my podcast. I'm getting everything together soon. I'm gonna be moving very soon to get my podcast in order. So I'm gonna be starting my podcast up. Me and bro, we're gonna start getting things together and moving on that direction also. Like so we can go global with it all, man. I'm putting my feet in everything. I'm about to start quote pages and a lot of different things, man. So
yeah, man.
I'm with the grind, whatever. If I got to do this on my own, I'm doing it on my own because I know it's gonna be worth it. Even then, I got a brother of Christ down in Houston who been supporting me for years. My brother Jeremy, shout out to him. He actually helping me with everything. We putting things. Yeah, man, it's about to be a movie, man. It's just a matter of time for everything to go exactly how it needs to
Yeah, we gonna be working together. So, I'm trying to build this community, man. So yeah, I'm gonna definitely need your input on that, bro, for sure.
For sure.
We gonna
Definitely,
we gonna we
man.
gonna we gonna chop it up about that, man. I always end in a prayer, man. You mind praying us out?
Yep. All right, man. God, I bow our heads. I thank you for waking us up this morning and blessing us beyond this measure. And I also thank you for the night that we have right now. I'm thankful that I get to be on this podcast. I have a conversation with a bunch of eyes that is listening. I'm thankful that we able to move in the right direction through your grace, move in the right direction through your silence, and move to the right direction and be humble at the same time, God. God, continue to bless our paths, our journeys, our wisdom, our discernment. Continue to let our families be guided in the right direction by our grace, God. Continue to move us in the directions that we are supposed to move because we understand. Don't let us make a decision that we're not supposed to make unless you say that's the right decision for us to make. In Jesus' name, amen.
Man, my brother, actual truth, man. I appreciate it, bro.
Hey, man.
We gonna stay locked in, man. We gonna stay helping each other out for sure. Um, this thing gonna be dropping soon. Stay tuned, stay tapped in, man. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And go check my brother out too, man. You know what I'm saying? He gonna be tagged in the description, so go tap in with him, man, for sure. Peace.
Peace.